So a while ago I purchased this Leica camera. I now use it every single day pretty much. I use it for my photography degree, and I mostly shoot black and white now. But the first ever roll of film I put through it was this one, and it was the Ektar 100 film. It's a really fine grain 100 ISO film. It's really sharp. That's partly due to the lens on this camera is incredibly sharp, but because of the low light sensitivity of the film, that also contributes to the sharpness. So I'm just going to flick through these photos and show you now. This is my favourite one. This is a picture of the cows in a field near where I used to live in France. As you can see, it's incredibly sharp. There's good detail even in the clouds, even in the highlights and in the shadows. I have used Photoshop for some of these just to kind of give them a pop, just to sort of bring out some of the shadows and stuff like that. Nothing major. Some cows again, but a slightly less flattering angle. That's my dog, and we went for a walk. And as you can see, the detail there by the puddle is really sharp, and I quite like the colours in that one. And this one obviously has much stronger colours. So that's some hay bales in the field with some trees and the clouds. I love the way it's actually got quite a high dynamic range, as it were, speaking in digital terms now, but it's a good way of explaining it. It's got a good tonal range basically. It'll pick up detail even in the highlights and the shadows at the same time, which is pretty good. So I went touring around some villages in France. These are my friends. So sometimes, you know, shooting to the sun, I mean, you can only expect one thing with that, and that's a rubbish photo. This wasn't too bad, but I've shot better. Yeah, we were driving along in a trailer, so it was quite hard to keep it still, but I managed to get a fast shutter speed. I also guessed all of the exposures. I guessed the exposure on every single shot I took, because I didn't have a light meter. It's probably only the third roll of film I'd ever shot in my life. So, you know, it's pretty good for, I don't know, a newbie maybe, or someone, if you ever forget to bring your light meter with you and you have a rough idea like I do, then it usually works. Some of them are quite underexposed, like this one, but then it was quite heavily backlit, that one. This one is very underexposed, but I managed to kind of bring it out in Photoshop. The vignette effect, that happens just because it was underexposed. I think I shot it at like a 60th of a second as well, so I didn't add the vignette, that's just there. Some of these just snapshots with my friends really. That one's really badly composed. This one's interesting. This is because I'd had the film in the camera for quite a long time, and I took it to many different places. So this is Brighton in England. This is Brighton Pier. The thing with this is you have to extend the lens like this, and you can see it kind of wobbles a little bit. So sometimes if you don't get it perfectly straight, you actually get a tilt shift effect, which is why it's got the blur on that side. So those people are out of focus, as it were, and then the rest is in focus. But it's still quite a nice image. It's good to show you at least the sharpness you can get out of it, and I like the detail in the clouds and in the waves. This is also Brighton. This is a picture of my classmates and a merry-go-round behind them. I think the light's quite nice, and again the sharpness. This one is unfortunately out of focus. I did try to focus on a child, but he was running. He's kind of in mid-step. They're running towards the case there to put some money in for the guy who's playing music. He was in focus when I focused, but it's a rangefinder. You got to mix two images together to get it in focus, and it's quite slow. You have to kind of spin this around. It's quite slow to focus, but I missed that shot. But you win some, you lose some. That one, I thought I'd put it in this video because I wanted to show you the colours that can be reproduced with this film. I think the colours are great, very realistic, bright, bold. You really don't need to do much in Photoshop. Literally all I did was increase the brightness a little bit and sometimes add a bit of sharpness, because the scanner doesn't quite pick up the sharpness, but it's there in the scan. So if you just add a bit of sharpness, it comes out pretty much perfect. And that's it. So thanks for watching. It's taken me 6 months to make this video, but I'm hoping to do more videos like this, film reviews. I think it's quite a nice video format to do. It's quite easy for me to record and it's fun to do. So I hope you'll join me in the next one. Don't forget, if you're interested, to check out my Instagram page and my Facebook page, where you'll find kind of behind the scenes and all my updated photography that you'll find on there. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.